Have you seen the Comet Neowise in the northern night skies? All through July, you'll be able to see it, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime event. But do comets bring bad luck or good luck, if anything? And thinking of the year we've had so far, what do you think? Stay tuned. And welcome back to the Brac Shop. And I'm Tom from the shop. So have you seen the comet in the night skies? Now, all through July, if you're in the northern hemisphere, you should be able to see Neowise. That's the name of this newly discovered comet that you'll be able to see in the night skies just before sunrise. And although as the month goes on, you will be able to see it just after sunset. So I'm going to tell you about the new comet. And do they bring bad luck or good luck? Well, considering the year we've had so far, makes you wonder about what they've been saying. Now, don't forget, if you like this episode, please press the like button. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, please subscribe and click the bell so you'll be notified when I do release another video, so you won't miss out. It's quite important that you press the bell. And also, by subscribing, you'll help to increase the channel and help us expand. And Neowise, what is it? It is a comet. And some people say comets bring bad luck. And think about the year we've had so far. Some people say it brings good luck. And scientists, they say it's a piece of ice, a huge rock of ice flying through space. It was discovered on the 27th of March 2020, earlier this year, and has only this month become visible to the naked eye. We've had quite a few interstellar activities this year. In fact, we've had a few lunar eclipses during the year. It's been July, apparently. July the 14th was the closest Jupiter got to the planet Earth. And Saturn on July the 21st will be the closest it gets to the planet Earth. We'll also have a few meteorite showers at the end of the month. And all through July, you'll be able to see Neowise, the comet spreading through. Now, it was discovered by the telescope Neowise, which is why it's actually known as Comet Neowise. In fact, it's Comet C2020 F3, because there's actually been two other comets discovered earlier this year, but they're not as big and can't be seen by the naked eye like Neowise can. In fact, Neowise is 5 kilometers across and it's covered with a sooty black material and dates back to about 4.6 billion years, like when our solar system first started. It was discovered by the Neowise telescope. Now, Neowise is actually an acronym which stands for Near Earth Object Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer Space Telescope. So it's actually the Neowise Space Telescope. And its purpose is to find objects coming near to Earth. And they found Neowise. Now, a lot of comets are parodic, which means they come back after a certain period. Some comets will just come by and go off. But a lot of comets, like Halley's Comet, will come back. Halley's Comets has a cycle of about every 75 and 76 years, but with Neowise, it has a 6,800-year cycle. So the next time it will be back around the planet Earth will be in the year 8,786. Interesting to see what life on Earth will be like back then. From ancient times, people didn't know what they were, and they disrupted the normality of the night sky. What was this light in the sky with this long tail? Some people used to think they were celestial beings coming from the heavens. Now, don't forget, back then, the Earth was flat, and the sun and the stars revolved around the Earth. That was a way of thinking back then in the millenniums. Every time the comets came by, there was bad luck happening. Pestilence, disease, famine. And so it became associated with the comets every time they were seen, that they would bring bad luck. Now, the ancient Israelites, they always thought the comets brought bad luck. And Julius Caesar, he was murdered when a comet came by. But the Romans actually thought it was good luck because it proved his divinity, and he was a god. And the comet came to take him away, so to speak. And the star above Bethlehem, the nativity scene with Jesus, some actually say that star was actually a comet which guided the three wise men to Bethlehem. And in the 1500s, on the broadsheets, now these were the forerunners of newspapers, broadsheets, and they actually stated that the comets, they bring fever, illnesses, pestilence, and death, difficult times, shortages, and times of great famine. So comets were well known for that. And with the Great Comet of 1811. Now in 1811, Napoleon was conquering all of Europe. And maybe it foretold that he would start to lose with the coming of the Great Comet. This was one of the largest comets that visited the Earth. Came in 1811. And later on, Napoleon went to invade Russia. And that's partly where he started to be defeated. He wasn't able to capture Russia. And some cult thinkers, like when Comet Tail came by in 1997, they were the Heaven's Gate cult, located in Rancho Santa Fe in California. And they actually said that there was a spaceship behind the Hale-Bopp comet. And they were to commit suicide and release themselves from their earthly bodies and join the spaceship and continue their celestial journeys. Whether they did or not, who's to know? Maybe we'll find out when we transgress and pass on into the afterlife. They also thought wines actually grew better when the comets passed by, because there was a theory that the comets actually warmed the earth and made the temperatures warmer, and grapes grow better in warm climates. So the years that the comets passed, the wines were tastier. And merchants would actually promote these wines produced during the time of the comets. There's this whole promotion of comet wine to promote this wine that was made during the presence of the comet. So comets have always been a bit of a mystery. Now that science has gotten into it, we can tell they're actually a big ball of ice, or a rock of ice. And Their tail is actually the ice melting from the solar winds of the sun. So you'll notice that their tails are always facing away from the sun, regardless of which direction they're traveling in. Now, if you do want to see the comet, basically it's viewable from the northern hemisphere. And since the beginning of the month, it was after midnight, basically around dawn, before the sun came up, you'd be able to see it in the northwest sky. So basically looking north, and the comet will be traveling west. And situated under the Big Dipper, if you know where the Big Dipper is. Now, as the month is getting on, we will be able to see it just after sunset as well, and about 20 degrees up from the horizon. So maybe we'll be able to get to see it at a lot earlier hour. So good luck in seeing Neowise, and it will be the closest to us on the 23rd of July. So that might be an even better time to see the comet before it passes off back into the solar system, the galaxy, the universe, for another 6,800 years. Now, what do you think? Now, we've seen this year, it's been a bit of a challenge this year. In countries, we've started with bushfires, floods, the pandemic that's engulfed the whole world, which has turned the world upside down with the challenges for the economy and businesses and people, and of course people's health as well. Quite drastic measures. Now, was this caused by Neowise? And though it was discovered at the beginning of March, when a lot of the Western countries started going into lockdown. Interesting. Or now that we can see it with the naked eye, and we're coming out of lockdown, maybe it's a sign that times will be getting better. Or is this the eye of the storm, and there is more bad omens to come? Well, we'll just have to wait and find out. What do you think? Why don't you write your comments below and let me know. Let's get a discussion going, because I'd like to see what you guys think of it. It's probably just mumbo jumbo, and science has revealed it's a rock that comes by every well, in this case, every a few thousands of years. So let me know and see what you think. So this was just a quick one to bring you up to date with the superstitions of the comet. Bringer of bad luck, good luck, or just a traveling rock of ice in space. And as I said, write your comments below and let me know what you think. Don't forget, the Brac Shop online is open. There are links below if you'd like to check it out, and we have an introductory offer at the moment. And as I said before, if you've liked this episode, please click on the like button just to help us grow the channel. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, please subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss out. And it'd be good to get a community together and interact with us, and follow us on our social pages as well. So I look forward to seeing you next time. And if you press that bell, you'll be notified when the next one comes out. So until then, stay safe. Try and catch Neowise, and I'll catch you next time. So stay safe and happy.